Hey, how's it going? Yaki here. Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be all about making stickers, and I've been asked to make this video multiple times, and so here we go. Finally going to do it, and I feel at a good place too where I have enough knowledge and experience to where I can show you the do's, the don'ts, the good, the bad, all the stuff that goes in with making stickers. So let's get to it. I make my own stickers because I like to keep a low inventory. I also like to draw a lot so I can have multiple designs that I can test out, whether that's at different art fairs or at different stores, and then also my online shop to see what sells. And then I also like to have the control of being able to make things on the fly. So let's say that I get invited to like an awesome event that I wasn't prepared for, and I don't have time to like order stickers and then like wait the 2-3 weeks that it takes for them to come in. I have the power to just make them at my house, and it has come in handy more times than I would like to say, especially with doing like conventions and stuff, of being able to make stuff in between the two shifts. So like let's say Friday I sell out of one design, then I can go home and in a very tired state make more stickers for Saturday. So that's why I make my own stickers. I'm not 100%, like I do order some stickers if some designs do really well. I'll just have those on hand so I don't have to worry about it. But that's, you know, something that's been tried over several months until I'm like, okay, I'm at a place where I can't invest in ordering like 100 or so of a sticker design. here are all of the things that you need to make stickers, or at least what I use to make stickers. So we're going to start off with hardware. Hardware meaning my printer that I use an Epson XP 15000. It's a wide format printer, so I can make 11 by 14 prints with them as well. And it's also a 6-color printer, so it's not just the typical 4. I really like this printer. It was a little bit pricey, but it was something that, you know, I saved up for over time and made that investment. All of these things are also stuff that's been purchased over multiple years, like a 3-year span. So don't think that you have to have all of this stuff right now. It's just what I've collected over the years that I am now using. So yep, the Epson XP 15000. I'll have links down below for all of this stuff too. The next is a Cricut Maker. I have the base Maker. I didn't get the new one when it came out, the Maker 3, so I'm totally happy with it. There is a steep learning curve whenever you're starting out with the Cricut Maker, or Cricut in general. I know multiple friends that have gotten so frustrated with them and just given up on it. But once you figure out like what settings to use, how those settings react with like what type of paper you're using, it all gets a lot easier. But it is frustrating, especially whenever like something messes up on your Cricut, like it makes a bad cut, because then, you know, that's ruined and you can't recoup your money from it. So it can be very frustrating, but I think that I've practiced it enough now. I've made all of my bad mistakes that now I think that the Cricut is a good piece of hardware for me to have. Next up after that one is going to be my iPad. My iPad was definitely a tax return purchase. That I love my iPad. I use it almost every single day. Between the iPad and like the apps that I have on it for creating, I love it. It's probably my favorite investment that I have. It's just been able to unlock so much creativity out of me that, you know, yeah, I can draw, I can paint, but like, you know, you have to get out all of these different things. You have to make a mess, you have to clean it up. With the iPad, it's all just self-contained. I can sit on the couch and draw, I can go to the park and draw, and be able to use all of those like mediums that I would use, whether that's paint or watercolor or color pencils. I can achieve that effect on the iPad. So I have the 4th generation iPad Air, the 256 gigabyte version. I got it as an open box deal at Best Buy, and same thing with the Apple Pencil, was also an open box deal. So those are my hardware things. I love them. I use them daily, weekly, and yeah, that's what I would suggest to use if you want to make your own stickers. So let's get into what type of paper that I use. I've tried just about every single type of paper that there is on Amazon. I could do an entire video just on sticker paper. What I have landed on is from Evergreen Goods. They're out of the UK, I believe, and their paper is just phenomenal. It's waterproof, it works great with my printer, it works great with the Cricut, and it has a really good quality to it. I like their waterproof vinyl is the one that I go with. It's, like I said, it's shiny, it's beautiful, my printer works really well with it, it's thin enough to where the Cricut doesn't have an issue with cutting it, and for the price, it's worth it for me because the quality is above what I am able to find off of Amazon. So Evergreen Goods, suggest them. I'll see if I can get like a referral code or something for you guys down below. Then what I use before Evergreen Goods, or if you don't want to pay for shipping from the UK because it can be a bit expensive, I use the online, let me see, I have it, Online Labels. They're waterproof matte sticker paper. So I got it off of Amazon. It's about 76 cents per sheet if you buy the pack of 100 of them. So I use those forever. That's what I've used for most of my stickers along the way. And then I'd use one of those Avery laminator sheets that I would roll on top to make them glossy if somebody wanted them glossy. If not, then I just use the waterproof matte paper on its own. Those are the two sticker paper options that I've used forever and that I swear by. Those are both really good options, and you'll have a good quality sticker if you use those. I also have started dabbling with holographic. I got some from online labels. I haven't used them yet, but judging by the quality of their vinyl sticker paper, I'm assuming it's going to be really well. I've just used random ones from Amazon that are just like, you just type in like waterproof holographic sticker paper, and I've used whatever that was, but it's not the same quality as like getting holographic stickers made from a sticker company. So I think I'm going to stick with just getting my holographic stickers made from somebody else, because it's just, the quality is completely different than what I've been able to make at my house. So yes, holographic sticker paper, or holographic stickers I buy. Non-holographic stickers I make. Alright, cool. So last thing is software. So what software programs do I use? So the best $10 that I have ever spent my entire life is the $10 to get Procreate. Procreate is an absolutely amazing app. It will let you draw whatever you want and whatever style you want. You can color things, you can use different textures, you can make your own brushes in it. Procreate is just a phenomenal app. There's nothing compares to it really, at least that I think. And so yeah, if you are a creative, I highly suggest that you get Procreate on whatever iPad that you can get. It's just like one of the best tools in the arsenal for creativity. Next up, I use Affinity Designer. I know most of you might not know what this is. It's kind of a alternative to Photoshop and the Photoshop suite, like the Adobe suite. I have Affinity Photo and I have Affinity Designer, and I use both of those for retouching, resizing, converting files. The price of it is, I think, like $55, but you pay that once and you have it forever, and they constantly update it too, which is super nice. So if you don't want to pay the monthly fee for Adobe, I suggest getting Affinity Designer. So that's one little money-saving tip I can throw into this very expensive video. The last software program that I use is the Cricut Studio. The Cricut Studio is something of nightmares most of the time, but it has to be used to make your own stickers. So there are plenty of good, like really good YouTube videos on troubleshooting things, on how to like resize things, how to fit more things onto one sheet of paper, how to you know, add an outline to your stickers. You can do that there if you don't want to do it in Procreate, or if you have like a random cut mark, you can add an outline and it will fill that out so it won't be there anymore. There's so many good tips out there. There's plenty of TikToks as well. So Cricut Studio, don't give up on it. It's a good app when it comes down to it. You just have to get past it trying to sell you a ton of things. But if you use it just for what you want to do, which is make stickers, it is a good application. Alrighty, so let's now talk about the downsides of making your own stickers. Also, hi, it's later in the day and I changed. So the downsides of making stickers to me is that there is a large upfront cost. You know, everything that we've already gone over in this video, I'll put up like a little total right here of what all of that adds up to, like just to make a sticker, is a lot. It takes a long time to recoup your cost for that. So that's one big downside. Another big downside to making your own stickers is that there is a lot of waste. There's so much waste that's involved with it. And I know that this is happening at like the big sticker manufacturers as well as my house. And I've tried to find creative ways to use like the extra bits of sticker paper that don't get used. And it's just hard when there is so much of it. So that's a big downside to making your own stickers, is that there is waste involved in it. And it does add up very fast too. Another downside to making your own stickers is that when a product fails, like, you are out that money. If your Cricut makes like a wrong cut, or you didn't notice that part of the outline wasn't included in it, you can't recoup that cost. Like, that sticker is done, it's trash now. And while if you order with some of the bigger sticker manufacturers, you can email them and be like, hey, the quality of this one isn't so good, and they usually will like replace that product. So that's one thing that's kind of a downside of making it yourself, is that you are out cost if the process fails. And it sucks sometimes. And once you're starting making your stickers, you're going to fail so many times. Like, it's just going to happen until you figure out what works with your printer, what settings work with your Cricut, and what works with the type of paper that you want to use. So you're gonna waste a lot of money to start off with. I'm gonna try to set you up as best I can so you don't, but there will be some waste that will happen. But it's just practice. That's really just what it comes down to. So leapfrogging off of that, there is a big learning curve with using the Cricut. Like I said earlier, I've met so many artists that are just like, nope, Cricut's done with that. I'm never using that again. So once you figure out what works for you, then you can usually replicate that over and over and without any issues. Usually if there's an issue for me now, it's because I messed up somewhere in the drawing process, or I didn't pay close enough attention to like how close two stickers were whenever putting them on a piece of paper, like in the Cricut Studio. So it's usually like a user error, not the machine or the software, if I do fail now. And then the last thing that's a con that I see is that products are really expensive, the paper's really expensive, ink is really expensive, and none of the stuff is getting cheaper. It's only going up from here. Like, this printer that I got, I love this printer, but like the ink is really hard to find now. There's like one Staples in my area that carries it, and that still carries it. Everybody else got rid of it. So yeah, you just have to know that going into it, that these are costs that are going to be reoccurring, like the sticker paper, the ink, the laminating sheets. If you want to do that, you have to replace the blades in your Cricut. You can get a whole bunch of them for super cheap on Amazon, but you do have to replace the blades. But even with all of those cons, I will say that the pros of being able to make your own stickers is that you can make as many as you want, any design you want, on the fly. They're great gifts for people. I've made personalized stickers for people's birthdays, for their weddings, you name it. I've done so many things with my Cricut, and I am in love with it. I've also used it to make screen printing, which is super cool. I've used it to make tote bags and hats and shirts and you name it. I've made fanny packs, decals with it. I've made so many items with my Cricut that I'm in love with it, and I really do wish that you guys, if you want to get into making your own stickers or making your own products with Cricut, that you do give it some time, learn how to use the product, learn how to use Cricut Studio, and then also watch videos, TikToks, however you consume your media, about how to get better at using that. Because once you do, like, the possibilities are endless with what you can make with this Cricut. Like, it's crazy how many things you can honestly make with it. Alright, so in conclusion, I will say that I use a mixture of stickers that I make myself and stickers that I buy from different sources on the internet. Usually whichever one of them is running a sale is whenever I purchase stickers, unless I need something for a big event like the Denver Comic Con or like a holiday market, then I will just spend the money on the full price items. But yeah, so let me know down below what other questions you guys have about making stickers. Let me know your horror stories about using your Cricut, as well as what you guys want to see in the next video. I think I'm gonna make a, like, let's set up a sticker making business for you, something along that lines, at least like a little storytelling of what I've done so far for making stickers. So thank you guys for all being here. I'll see you guys in the next video. So bye. Thanks for being here. I know I've been gone for a while, but now I'm back.